why. What is your purpose? Know your brand, you share your stories.
Helping people is why I do what I do.
Every single day, you're leaving a legacy.
Brand drives everything that you do.
When we work with companies to establish these brand values or divisions to establish their brand attributes or brand sayings, if they want to use the word excellence, I go, man, that's a high standard. You get that, right? Like, you know that means that there are no room for errors, and that means that you're as consistent as you ever were, right? Harvard Med says it takes 1/4 of a second to make a first impression that establishes trust, 1/4 of a second. And then it takes up to 5 years to fix a poor first impression. It takes up to 10 years to fix a big mistake. And it depends on what you're doing. How do you get back from a brand mistake? Consistency is the key.
We're all walking through something. And so when it comes to leadership, John Maxwell, if you don't know who that is, you need to know, will say you have to lead yourself first, right? So how do you know who you are in order to be the leader, to lead yourself first in and out of a struggle, and to lead your corporations? Sometimes we try to lead others and we can't lead ourselves out of a paper bag, right? So whatever the struggle is you may be going through, whatever you're walking through, whatever your corporation may be walking through, sometimes when I work with CEOs at Fortune 5s and Fortune 10s most recently, I will sit down with the C-suite and say, tell me about yourself, tell me who you are, tell me what your core values are and why they're your core values.
Can you say I'm the best and still be humble? Absolutely. If you're the best, you're the best. It is what it is. But can you do that with humility? Can you lead others? Can you bring other people up? And if you're not doing that, you're failing. What is the legacy that you're leaving?
You have a gift that you don't have, and you have a gift that you don't have, and on down the line. And so many times I meet leaders, even in the C-suite, and I'll say, what is your gift? What is your gift? And so many times they look at me like, I don't really have a gift. And I think, oh, you've been given a gift. You know what it is. What is that gift? And then how do you develop it? And a good leader for a team will help to transform their team members by going, that is your gift. I'm going to grab it and pull it out.
Now, let's go corporately. Brands, corporate and personal, very similar. If you don't know what these icons are, you need to know. Like yesterday, right? Like, I'm an old Xer, I'm married to a boomer. I see some of your faces. Like, do I really have to do this? And I'm like, no, you don't only have to do this. Like, this is your lifeblood. That economy is gonna tank. And if you haven't shared a brand foundation in your city, in your region, where you are, if people don't know that you're the one to come to, and people are scattered and freaked out when the economy tanks, there are some companies who win in that moment because everybody goes right to them because they know they're foundational, they know they're full of integrity, and they know they're gonna be taken care of. And it's going to happen, and your competition is going to crush you if you don't do this.